In this video, I will share with you a few exercises that are perfect if you want to continue to build muscle but you're just starting out working with the kettlebells. These exercises are perfect if you are familiar with working out but you have not had the time to practice kettlebell specific moves. So let's go. The first one is the single kettlebell goblet squat. This is an excellent exercise to develop overall lower body strength, but at the same time, it's a little bit different from the barbell back squat or the front squat in a way that you have to maintain a more upright torso and you have to continue to hold the kettlebell in the goblet position. This is also an excellent exercise to develop overall shoulder isometric endurance. The next one is the single kettlebell offset deadlift. Now you can see that the position of the feet are spread apart so that one foot is slightly in front of the other, making this into a unilateral exercise. This is an excellent exercise to introduce your body into the hinging movement concept, which will be really helpful as you learn other kettlebell movements such as the swing, the snatch, and the clean. You want to make sure that you hinge at the waist rather than rounding your spine. So you want to keep not necessarily a hyperextended or a super stiff or straight spine. You just want to try to avoid rounding your overall back and focus on the hips as the hinging point, as you can see here in the video. The next exercise is for your overall back development, which is the single kettlebell row. Now, this exercise is not necessarily kettlebell specific because obviously you can do dumbbell rows, but here are two differences and perhaps advantages of doing them with the kettlebell. The first one is the weight distribution. So compared to doing the dumbbell row, you'll feel that the weight is slightly detached from your hand as opposed to the dumbbells where the weight distribution is directly next to your hand. The second one is the fact that the kettlebell is longer than the dumbbell, so you can perform the movement almost like a dead stop version of the kettlebell row. And you can do this without having to bend over as much as you would if you were to use a dumbbell. The next one is the single kettlebell goblet overhead press. Now, I really like this movement, especially during my shoulder injury recovery period. This movement is an excellent front delt as well as upper pec muscle builder. And what I really like about this exercise is that you can really burn out an entire set and just try to do as many reps as possible. And as you get more fatigued, your range of motion becomes more and more limited. The next one is the kettlebell diamond push-ups. Now, if you've done regular diamond push-ups before, you know that diamond push-ups are excellent for building your chest as well as your triceps muscles. This exercise is actually a little bit easier than the regular one because the kettlebell allows you to elevate your upper body, but also the shape of the kettlebell allows your hands to press inwards more naturally than you would on a flat surface if you have your hands on the diamond configuration. So I really like this exercise more so than the conventional diamond push-up. The next one is a very simple beginner-friendly kettlebell complex that you can do, which is a combination of the goblet squat that we mentioned before, as well as the goblet overhead press. This is a really awesome overall muscle builder for the entire body. The next one is an exercise that you may not have seen before. It's the kettlebell hike. Basically, what you're doing is simply hiking, allowing the kettlebell to swing behind you and then slowly resting it back to the original starting position. This exercise is excellent to introduce your body again to the overall hinging mechanics and the dynamic nature of kettlebell exercise. You want to make sure that you're simply guiding the kettlebell's momentum and not try to muscle your way through this exercise. This is a really good exercise, especially for a warm-up that focuses on your posterior chain. So there you go. Those are all beginner-friendly exercises that you can do with the kettlebells, but I really suggest that you learn all the kettlebell techniques, starting with the hinge, starting with the swing, into the clean and then the snatch, so you can start to combine different move sets and really just start to have fun exercising just with a single piece of iron, really, as you can see here in the video. Once you get familiar with the overall movement of the kettlebell and how to mechanically swing it around and when to transition from a grinding exercise like the press that you see here, down into an overhead reverse lunge, and then transitioning it back into a dynamic movement like you see here, then you can really start to have fun with the kettlebell. Okay, so give them a try, have fun, and thanks for watching.